Hello, my dear friends. This is Rajesh Mahapatra. I hope all of you are doing well and happiness. In this session, I'll be telling you about the concept of custom VM in Google Cloud Platform. I'll explain more details about in which scenario cases can you use the custom VM in Google Cloud Platform. Let's get started. As you can see here in Google Cloud Platform having two types of machine types. One is custom machine types, another is predefined machine types. I will discuss more details about custom machine types in this session so that you can easily understand it. Whenever your predefined VM do not meet your needs, then you can create a custom VM with your desired requirement or your project requirement. As you can see here, a custom virtual machine in Google Compute Engine refers to a virtual machine or a server that is configured with a specific user-defined combination of virtual CPU or vCPU and memory like RAM. Unlike predefined machine types which offers a fixed combination of vCPU and memory, custom VMs allows user to set the exact amount of resources needed for their workload or their project requirement. If predefined VMs do not meet your needs, you can create a VM instance with custom virtualized hardware settings. Specifically, you can create a VM instance with a customer. You can create a VM instance with a custom number of vCPU and amount of memory, effectively using a custom machine types. Only GCP Cloud provide the custom VM to the customer. Custom machines types are available in general purpose machine family. When you create a custom VMs, you are deploying a custom VMs from select the series like E2, N2, N2D and N1 machine family series. Custom VMs are ideally used for workload that are not a good fit for the predefined virtual machine types. Workload that require more processing power, more memory, but do not need all the upgrade that are provided by the next level of machine types. Google charges for custom VM based on the number of vCPU and memory hours that the VM uses. This is different from how predefined machine types are charged. On-demand price for custom machine types include a 5% premium over the on-demand price for the standard machine types. Custom VMs are subject to the name. Custom VMs are subject to the same 1 minute minimum charge as any other instance, but sustained use discount for custom machines types are calculated differently. Guys, I hope so. Now you understand what the custom VMs are exactly is it. As you can see here, some important questions about the custom machine types. Can you create a custom machines with your requirement of 5 vCPU and 8 GB RAM in Google Cloud Platform? Answer is no, because the vCPU count must be an even digit like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And you know guys, vCPU always count for 2, then you can add next 2 is 4, then add plus 2 the 6, then next 2 is 8 and so on. Can you create a custom machine with your requirement of 9 vCPU and 6.9 GB of RAM in GCP? Answer is no, because the vCPU count must be an even digit as you know, and the memory count must be a digit like 0.25, then add 0.25 like 0.5, then 0.75, then 1, 1.25, 1.50, 1.75, 2 and so on. Guys, I hope so now you understand. Whenever you select your vCPU and RAM, then always you select your RAM. For event digit, whenever you select your memory, then the count must be the digit like 0.25 GB, 0.5 GB, 0.75 GB, 1 and so on. And whenever you select your vCPU, then you start your vCPU like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Always you select the count must be event digit. I hope so. Now you understand it. As you can see here, in which real-time scenario cases can you use in a custom machine types in Google Cloud Platform? I'll give some idea in this scenario so that you can easily understand it, and based on your project requirement you can use it. Custom machine types can be used to create a VM with the exact amount of CPU, memory and other resources needed for a particular workload. As you know guys, workload that do not fit the predefined machine types, this can be useful for workload that require a lot of resources but do not need all the resources that are included in a predefined machine type. For example, a workload that requires 12 vCPU and 64 GB memory might not fit into any of the predefined machine types, but it can be easily accommodated with a custom machine type. Workload in another scenario guys, the workload that require more processing power or more memory but do not need all upgrade that are provided by the next level of machine types, then you can select a custom machine. For an example, custom machine types can be used to create a VM with more vCPU and memory and other resources than a predefined machine type, as you know guys, but without having to upgrade the next level of machine types. This can be useful for workload that need a little more power of memory than the predefined machine types, but do not need all the features of capability that are included the next level of machine types. A workload required 8 vCPU and 32 GB memory might not need all the features of capabilities of N2 standard 8 machine types, but it could be benefit from a custom machine types with 8 vCPU and 36 GB of memory. And guys, the workloads that need a specific combination of resources, custom machine types can be used to create a VM with a specific combination of resources that is not available in a predefined machine types. This can be useful for workload that have unique resource requirement. Guys, the workload that needs a optimize for cost. Custom machine types can be used to create the VM that are optimized for cost. That can be done creating for a custom machine types with a exact amount of resources needed for a particular workload. Then using the sustained use discount or other pricing options to reduce the cost of the VM. Let's consider one example so that you can easily understand it. A company that develops a video games might use a custom machine types to create a VM that are optimized for game development workload. They might create a custom machine types with a 16 vCPU, 128 GB of memory, 2 GPU. This would allow them to run multiple game development tools and applications simultaneously on a single VM, which would improve their productivity. A company that provides a machine learning service might use the custom machine types to create a VMs that are optimized for machine learning workload. As you know guys, the similar example like a company that provides a scientific computing services might use a custom machine types to create a VM that are optimized for scientific computing workload. For an example, they might create a custom machine types with a 96 vCPU, 1 TB of memory and 6 GPU. They would allow them to run a complex scientific simulation and calculation efficiently. But guys, the custom machines are expensive rather than normal predefined machine types. I'll show you in the lab as comparison between the predefined machine types and the custom machine types so that you can easily understand it. Guys, as you can see here, some of the benefits of custom VMs in Google Cloud Platform are the flexible resource allocation, cost optimization, resizing capabilities, suitable for specialized application, flexibility for container, and optimizing licensing cost and more. With a custom VMs, user have the ability to define the exact number of vCPU and the amount of memory in GB that the VM should have. This is the flexible resource allocation, guys. The cost optimization, as you know, the custom VM can be most cost effective compared to the predefined machine types, especially when the workload have a specific resource requirement that do not align with the standard configuration. You can resize a custom VM to adjust the number of vCPU and memory it has. They allows for dynamic scaling based on workload demands. And the suitable for specialized application, the custom VMs are well suited for application with a specific performance needs such as large scale of databases, scientific simulation, resource intensive computation and more. The flexibility of containers like guys, the for containerized workload using the technology like Docker, custom VMs provide to the flexibility to allocate the resource to the container as needed. If you have a software license that are based on the number of vCPU or amount of memory, custom VMs allows you to match the license requirement closely and potentially reducing license cost. You can save your budget. Performance testing. The custom VMs are valuable for performance testing to determine the optimal resource configuration for an application. Guys, when creating a custom VMs, it recommended to carefully consider the requirement of your workload and adjust resources accordingly. This allows for efficient resource utilization and cost-effective deployment. Now guys, I hope so you can understand what the custom VM is exactly is it. Based on your project requirement, you can create it, and first you have to analyze the pricing for that VM based on your client or customer requirement. Thank you and have a great day.